Good evening, everyone. For all those who have joined in, a very warm welcome from upGrad. We'll be starting very soon in next 2 to 3 minutes. Hi, everyone. A very good evening to all the participants, those who have joined in. My name is Bhumika, and I am a trainer at upGrad Study Abroad. Today, we'll be going ahead and talking about the university ISM, which is International School of Management. ISM, if I talk something about it, it's the features among Germany's leading private business schools. Founded in 1990, ISM now has 7 campuses in Germany and is home to over 3,850 students. From ISM, today we have you with us, who is the officer for the degree-seeking programs. She'll be helping us out with the new program, right? So over to you.
Thank you, Bhumika. Thank you. And also a warm welcome from my side. My name is Yue. I'm working at the international office at an ISM, International School of Management. So I'm very happy to be here with you today and to introduce you something about the ISM, the university, the study programs, and also the application procedure specific to upgrade students, and also the fee structure. So let's start. So as Bhumika already mentioned, ISM was founded in 1990. And so we are a private university in Germany with unlimited state recognition. And all study programs, all degrees programs are accredited by FIBAA and also the German Council for Humanities and Science. And we have now more than 8,000 successful graduates already. And okay, so our motto is international, individual, and inspiring. So international means we have students from more than 18 nationalities. Okay, and we have worldwide more than 190 partner universities. And also at the master's level, we offer international academic degrees. So that means double degree programs. And as a private university, so we are quite small compared to those huge public institutions in Germany. So that allows us to have very personal contact with our students. I always say we know our students by names, not by numbers. Okay, and we have small learning groups. Usually the class size is around 20 students, maximum 25 students. If we have too many students, we will split them into 2 groups. Okay, so, and this small learning group allows the students to have very interactive communication with professors. And these facilitates a lot to the interactive learning in the classroom. And as a University of Applied Sciences, maybe a little bit background knowledge for you. And so in Germany, there are 2 types of universities. So there are universities and University of Applied Sciences. So the universities, they have more focus on research, the theory. And whereas the University of Applied Sciences have more focus on practice. Okay, so ISM belongs to University of Applied Sciences. And that is why the study at ISM is very practical orientated. So the students, you will see the students have a compulsory internship, and they have a lot of project and group works during the study. So it's not only dry theory that the students receive from the lecturers, and all ISM lectures, they must have professional experiences. That means they can tell the students how the real world works, okay? And our locations, Bhumika also mentioned already, we have already 7 campuses in Germany now. We are headquartered in Dortmund. That is also where I'm personally based. And we started in Dortmund. Dortmund is still our biggest campus among all ISM campuses. So we have also campuses in Frankfurt, Munich, Hamburg, Cologne, Stuttgart, and Berlin. I'm sure you know these cities, at least some of these cities. If you know the German map, you will notice that we are actually covering almost all major big cities in Germany, from the very northern part to the very southern part. So some study courses can be studied at all ISM campuses. Some study programs are only available on certain campuses. Okay, so if one study program is offered at more than one campuses, that means the study structures and contents are the same. It's a personal decision or personal option where the students would like to study. Usually you need to take several aspects into consideration. Okay, so living expenses, for example, the future career plan, and also personal preference. If you like the weather in the southern part of Germany more than in the northern part of Germany. So please take these 3 aspects into consideration when choosing the campus. Of course, some students, they have like acquaintances, families and friends in some cities. That is also often the reason why they choose certain campuses. And we, among all the successful alumni of ISM, we have really lots of very successful alumni from India. This is only one example. And so let's come to the study programs already. So these are our full-time master's programs. That is all the programs, master programs we offer. For the pathway programs, we open 2, and also I marked them already. So that is the International Management and Business Intelligence Data Science. So today I would just also introduce you more about these 2 programs. The first one, the International Management, it's available on all ISM campuses. And Business Intelligence Data Science is available in Dortmund, Munich, Hamburg, and Stuttgart. Okay, these 2 programs, and also the other programs marked with the Union Jack, are completely taught in English. So that means you do not need to know German for the application. We offer German classes for students who would like to learn some German during their studies. It is optionally, it is free of charge. I personally recommend the students to take some German classes because you will notice that it would help you to integrate better, to make more friends if you know some German. Okay. And so the international management, what is the course about? So you will see this is a course about everything about business and management science. So the prospective professional fields after graduation would be like the general management, marketing, sales, purchasing, logistics, and also other operating departments like maybe project management. Okay, so these are the possible professional fields. And for the business intelligence data science, so this course is actually a combination of management and IT data science. Okay, so and the areas of study are more like data management and computational engineering, quantitative methods, leadership skills, and so on. And so the students might want to ask, so what can I do with this graduation? So the answers are, the students usually they do some like campaign planning. So they analyze some data, okay, and to do the process optimization, project management, digitalization, and of course, data analysis and processing. So in these tasks, these can be done for different companies and for different departments, of course. Okay, so this is actually a field which in high demand in Germany currently. So this is a regular study structure of ISM. You see the regular study period is 4 semesters. And with a compulsory internship, which is 12 weeks. Okay, and these can be done during the semester breaks. So the 3rd semester is usually a study abroad semester. And in the last semester, there's no courses, students only prepare their thesis. So what is the benefit for the upgrade students who are doing the pathway programs at either IMT or Ghaziabad or at the Golden Gate University? So what is the benefit? The benefit is that you only study for 3 semesters, 2 study semesters and 1 thesis semester. So that means you only have 2 semesters courses, and then you prepare the thesis. The students still need to do the internship because we all think that it is a very good bridge for your future career plan, and especially if you want to stay in Germany. And okay, so that is the study structure. And this master starts only in October intake, so starts once a year in October. And so we have also MBA program, and we also have this program for the upgrade students who are in the postgraduate program of IMT Ghaziabad. Okay, the regular study period of this program is 1 year. It's divided into 3 trimesters and 1 thesis trimester. And for the pathway students, you only need to study 2 trimesters and then prepare the thesis. The application. So firstly, that is the regular application process for all candidates. So students usually, we check if they are eligible for the application, and then they need to prepare a case study. And so this case study, this is like you register and we send 2 to 3 topics, and you need to choose one of them and prepare a small essay and PowerPoint presentation, send this to us before 2 days before the interview. And on the day of the interview, you need to present the results to the program director and have a small discussion with him. And so that is the whole process. It's a regular process. So we want to make it easier for the upgrade pathway students. So that is like this. Firstly, we receive the intent to participate. So the list from upgrades that you would like to study at ISM after your pathway program. And then we check your GPA. If you achieve in the PG program at IMT Ghaziabad, if you achieve more than 7, and if you achieve more than 3 at the diploma program at Golden Gate University, you will be exempted from the admission test. That means you will be admitted directly without any test. If your score is lower than the mentioned scores, then we will invite you to the admission test to give you a second chance and to present yourself, to convince us that you are suitable for the study. Okay, so after this process, we will let you know if we can give you a study agreement or not. So, oops. And if you achieve this minimum score that I mentioned, or you pass our admission test, so you will first receive the letter of acceptance with the requirement of the payment of the deposit. And this is actually not a fee. It is a part of the fees of the first semester. That means you pay automatically this amount less for the first semester. Okay. And then after we receive the signed letter of acceptance and the deposit, we will issue you the study agreement and letter of admission with which you can apply for the visa. And just two things to clarify. So if you sign the letter of acceptance and then you change the mind, it happens in our lives. So we change our mind like all the time. And if that happens, you simply do not sign the study agreement and nothing will happen to you. No fee occurs, okay? And if you sign the letter of acceptance, made the payment of deposit, and then you decide not to study at ISM, then we will refund you the paid deposit, but we will retain 500 euros for what we have done for you. Okay. And if you have done all of these, if you signed a letter of acceptance, paid deposit, and signed study agreement, and then unfortunately the visa application is rejected. So if that happens, we will refund you all the paid deposit without any retaining. So we do not want to punish students for not getting the visa because it's hard for you enough, okay? And so that is the process. And then, so we actually, if you stay with upGrad, so this is there's only some information. We actually do not have a application deadline for students who do not need a visa to study in Germany. And so for the students who need a visa, and we recommend them to apply before these 2 dates. So for the pathway students, because the data science and international management master programs only start in October intake, that means you need to apply or complete the application before 15th of July. And you can also start or submit the application later. But then you need to notice that if the visa is not done prior to the semester begin, then students need to do online courses firstly and to switch to the face-to-face classes once the visa is ready. And but I think if you stay with the upGrad, so you will be fine with the timeline. And we have also some discounts and for students, and of course also for the upGrad students. So the early bird for the full term, for the October intake, will be 15th of March. And so this early bird, this amount will be credited into the second semester study fee. That means the students pay in the second semester 1,500 euro less. Okay, the last call will be 500 euro. So the tuition fees, you see that is another great benefit for you if you transfer from the upGrad pathway programs to ISM. So the study program, the tuition fee is 5,000 euro 700 per semester for altogether 4 semesters. That's the regular fees. But since you are skipping 1 semester, you pay 1 semester less. Okay, so save 5,700 euro if you apply for the ISM after the upGrad pathway program. Okay, so that is really, you do not only save time, at the same time you save of course also money. This is not only the tuition fee that you can save, this is also the living expenses that the students can save. And also if you get the graduation early, you can start with the job earlier, and it's also that also means that you can make money more quickly. Okay, so that is the fees for the MBA. For the pathway program students, who are joining our MBA program, they also pay for 1 trimester less. Okay, so that is the regular fee. So this is our team. So I'm based in Dortmund, and my colleague Taegun, and he's actually now on a business travel in India. He's traveling around India, and he's based in Berlin usually, and our other colleague Kolya, and he is also based in Dortmund with me together. So that is was my presentation. So
thanks you for such an extensive, elaborations, and I think we are able to get that ISM is FIBBA FIBA accredited for all the courses that you are, just telling us about. Plus, it is, one of the best universities according to CHE ranking. And herein we have talked about 2 courses, which is MD and Business Intelligence and Data Science. So the interesting part about MSc Business Intelligence and Data Science, as you just told, is, management plus tech, both the courses. But I would just like to understand, for all our participants, that being from a non-data science background, why should I go for this course? What is the use for me? Like how it is beneficial for me, if you can help us.
yes, because now we cannot talk about a business without a data analysis. So we know what big data means to us personally and what this means to business. Okay, so the big data is now the data analysis are like the hottest topic, because we just cannot live without it. And so every advertising, every marketing measure and cannot be taken without considering the data analysis, and also the investment activities. So the risk analysis, for example, how can you calculate the risk if this investment is made into some companies, and these models and need to be done under the consideration of business intelligence and data science. So that is why we combined these 2 fields, management and IT and data science. And because we believe that is what the job market wants, and that will benefit not only the students with IT background or without IT background. Because if you are a business graduate, okay, and you will find it is very beneficial for you if you know something about the data science, and vice versa.
Okay, that sounds interesting. So adding to that, for also the questions that you are getting in. So a person who is doing this course, MSc Business Intelligence and Data Science, are they, eligible to get the opportunities who people for, according as compared to the people who are only taking MS Data Science? Will they have similar opportunities?
I think yes. I think sure. And this is so actually this the combination of data science and business, yes, and that is what in high demand on the job market in Germany right now, because there are not so many courses in these study fields. This is not like the computer science or business administration. So this course exists like since many years, but these kind of interdisciplinary study courses, these is still quite new.
Right. So they give you, altogether entry to a new segment.
That's true.
Right.
And that is also because that is what is the job market is demanding. But you can see because this discipline is new, there are not so many graduates in this field. So that makes, so if you are studying specifically this field, you find yourself very competitive actually on the job market.
Right, because I think the job market is ever evolving. The more skills you know, the more knowledge that you have interdisciplinary, the more
Yes.
growth opportunities.
And one thing I forgot to mention, and we are also in the middle of the ACSB accreditation. And I think this is the most important international accreditation for business schools. I think only 5% of business schools have this accreditation worldwide. We had our site visit already last year. So we're about to get the final accreditation soon.
Right. I think, yes, AACSB is one of the valued accreditations. Okay, so adding on to that, you mentioned something like, internships is a part of it, and it's a 12-week internship.
Yes.
With every course. So would you like to tell us something more about what these internships are like, how the students can, get these internships around?
This is a very good question, actually, because many students, especially international students, they want to know, oh, a compulsory internship, can I get something? So do I receive enough support from the university? And the answer is sure, you will receive support from the university. So of course, we cannot place you directly into the companies. That this is what we do not do in Germany. However, we try several things. Firstly, we have a career center, and this career center, they collect like placement offers from the local business and publish these to the students. And also they arrange some like workshops and seminars and keynote speeches so that the students can get some firstly training on how to do the CV, how to write the application, how to perform well during an interview, and so on. And also these keynote speakers, they usually are from famous companies, and this is a great opportunity for our students to get some connection to the business world. And very important is that we have database. And this is called Job Teaser. It is actually some universities use. And on this platform, the students can upload their CV. And the students can choose to publish this their CV or make their CV audible to visible to the companies. Okay, if the companies think you're good, they can contact you. And also so our career center, the colleagues, they will check your CV uploaded there, and they will contact you if they think, okay, this CV is not appropriate for Germany. And also on this platform, not only the students can see the job offers and placement of internship offers given by the which are visible to all job teaser users, and they can also see exclusive offers only for ISM students. So these usually come from like alumni and who are very successful in the business world. And what we also do is we all arrange career day. So that is a big event. And it was like on campus, then we ran this online due to Corona. And this provides the students like opportunities like on-campus job fair. And the students can also have speed dating with the companies. So this is like a real interview. And what the students can also do is they can make their, if they find a job application and they prepare the application, but they are not sure about this, they can make appointment with our colleagues in the career center, and they can help you to look into your application and give you some tips how to perform and during the job interview. And I personally think this is very useful because for the international students, due to the culture differences, okay, sometimes the students really do not know what the companies they're asking for. And sometimes they fail the interview, not because they are not competent, but they just, due to the culture differences, they simply do not know what they should answer, what is better, what is worse. Okay, so make sure that you make use of these services that we offer from this career center.
Right, I think that's an extensive services being provided, because getting an internship or a job is based completely upon the skills of the learner, right, of the students. And ISM is doing every bit. They are helping them with the CV, resume, portals like Job Teaser to help them, get those skills and find a job. Okay. So adding on to that, can you just help us with some professions or career opportunities that the learners will able to get after this type of course?
Yeah, this is what I'm listed here, so they can do some like campaign planning, process optimization for companies, project management, and digitalization, of course, and data, all kinds of data analysis and processing. And I see some questions in the question box, and I try to answer these questions. So
yeah, so I actually included the portions.
Okay, that would be great. This is great. Thank you, Bhumika.
Yeah. So I think people also want to know about the admission requirements, which you have already discussed previously, right? And
yes, I can go to this slide again. That is the requirement for the upgrade students. Okay, so either you're from the PG program from IIM Team Ghaziabad, or the diploma program from Golden Gate University, and so the minimum score are 7 or 3. And if you are above these scores, so you will be admitted directly without any test. So if you fail to achieve these scores, we need to invite you to the admission test again.
Also, if somebody wants to go ahead for the double masters, because that's an upcoming field, it's an interdisciplinary course that they want to go ahead with. So will there be any hindrances catering to that in terms of the visa process?
For the firstly, so the first for the upgrade students, because you are only studying 2 semesters at ISM, you see, and it is actually not possible to do double degree programs at ISM because there's no time for that, basically. So if you choose to do the regular master programs, then the students will spend the 3rd semester at one of our partner universities. And if the students choose to study this semester at one partner universities with which we have a double degree cooperation, then it is possible for them to obtain a 2nd master degree. So one from ISM, one from the partner university. For example, we have, I think, currently 11 partner universities with which we have double degree cooperation. Okay, so for example, Edinburgh Napier, or IQS in Spain, Barcelona, and the students spend 1 semester there. And of course, they need to do the exams, to do the courses, and then they will, after graduation, they receive 2 degrees, one from ISM Germany, the other one from Edinburgh Napier, UK. And the fees, so the students do not pay twice. There are 2 possibilities. So either they pay the regular ISM fees, which are 5,700 euro, then they do not pay any fees anymore at the partner university. But we have like partner universities, they charge traditionally much higher fees than what we do in Europe, for example, in United States or in Australia. So what do? The students pay directly to the partner universities. They do not pay for this semester at ISM. So they pay once. Either they pay at ISM or they pay at partner universities. So I think students also want to ask about the visa issue. Of course, as a non-German citizen, usually the students need to apply for a visa for the semester abroad. And it doesn't matter if you get a degree there or not. And however, we have also partners. Usually they do not have any issue in applying for a visa because this is for study purpose, and we have all the documents for the students. But of course, I understand the concern, and we have also partner universities in Europe, and which allows the students to do this without applying for a visa extra.
And I hope that answers the query of the person who asked that. Adding on to that, I think our participants are really interested in this new program because they are really
That's great.
asking about, how a finance person will benefit from this course and how a data scientist person will benefit from this course. And, going ahead with this interdisciplinary thing, I think they'll make the more of the opportunities. It will open more forums for them. And then in existing field, they'll be able to grow faster.
Yes.
Okay. So one more thing, we'd like to know from you is that you have 7 campuses across.
Yes.
Yes. So is there any perk of any campus for any specific courses?
Yes, for the data science, we offer this in Dortmund, Munich, Hamburg, and Stuttgart.
Okay.
Mhm.
And, as you have many campuses across, can you also help us with some pros and cons of being there in Germany?
Yes, sure. And I think, so let's start with Dortmund. So the advantages of Dortmund is that Dortmund is located very centrally in Germany, and we're located in the federal state of North Rhine-Westphalia. This is, I think, the second biggest federal state in Germany with the largest population. And so we have many cities in this region. And so this is called Ruhrpott in German. So this is in this region. And we do not say that we live in Dortmund or in Düsseldorf or in Bochum. We say we live in the Ruhrpott. So because it's like, it takes like 10 minutes by train to get to another city. And so the advantage is that the living expenses are very low here in Dortmund compared to other cities, okay? But in general, if you know something about the living expenses in Europe, you will notice that Germany has actually relatively low living expenses compared to like Barcelona in Spain, or London, Paris, and Northern Europe, actually, I think generally. But Dortmund has like the lowest living expenses among all ISM campuses. And I think Dortmund is also one of the cheapest city in Germany. Okay, so that is the advantage. And the disadvantage is that Dortmund is a small city. It's not very international. Okay, we do not have an international airport, for example, and we do not have many international companies in Dortmund, and the city, of course, does not offer many job opportunities for international students. Okay, and like Munich is like the most expensive city in Germany. However, Munich is still cheaper than Barcelona, Madrid, London, and Paris. Okay, and but Munich is like industrial center, not only in Germany but also of Europe. So you can imagine what kind of opportunities the city can offer you. And however, like the living expenses are high. That's the problem. And Hamburg is the industrial center of Germany, and it's also the center of aviation sector. The Airbus is there, and the whole industry, aviation, many of them are located in Hamburg. And also Hamburg has the biggest harbor in Germany. The I personally do not like the weather in Hamburg because it's very windy and rainy. Uh, but maybe for you it's not a problem. And it's a beautiful city, actually. Okay, I only think it's very cold, windy and rainy. And Stuttgart, this is like a city of automobile. So if you like an automotive industry, so Stuttgart will be the place to be. And so regarding the living expenses, like Dortmund is lowest, then the Munich is the highest, and other cities are somewhere in between. Okay, and but I think it's should not be a main issue for you, because you see, you only stay for like 1 year. And so I think that you do not need to invest much more, because the total study period is not very long.
Great. Thanks for that. Adding on to that, I think scholarships, is one thing which is really interesting for our participants. So yes, you have already mentioned about the early bird discount and even the last fee discount that ISM will be offering. Besides that, is there also any academic scholarships that ISM offers?
Yes, we have. And so we have ISM scholarship. So that will be a reduction of the tuition fee, like a 25% of reduction, or 50%, or even 100%. It's quite limited. However, everybody can try. Okay, there are like 3 criteria. And the academic performance, that means the scores of your previous study, and also the social engagement, if you have done some volunteer jobs or activities, and also importance is financial need. Okay, so this the details is listed on our website. And so these can be applied per semester. So that means if you do not get this for the first semester, don't be disappointed. You can still apply for this for the second semester and for the last semester, so this is always per semester. And it's separately from the admission. So that means you cannot get this scholarship automatically once you're admitted. You need to apply for this actively. So that is the scholarship. And there's also, this is called the Germany scholarship. So it is for the enrolled students. So that means if you are still applicants or prospective students, you are not eligible for this scholarship yet. But as enrolled students, this is also for the international students, they can apply for the Germany scholarship. Maybe you have heard about this. So it's like 300 euros per month for 1 year. So that basically the 2 scholarships are available for international students, because other students or other scholarships or the study credits, they're only for German citizens.
Okay, thanks for that. You also, adding on to that, can you let us know the average salary packages? As an international students, our learners are really interested in knowing that. Average salary packages that people can get with around 3 years of experience after doing an MBA course and this business intelligence and data science course from ISM.
So it depends always on the personal experiences, because some students, they have lots of professional experiences already in their home country. And however, I think 15,000 euros gross before tax. That is the average thing that the students can expect after graduation. Okay, so for the master graduates, 50,000 before test. Of course, there are students who make much more, but I do not want to get into the wrong expectation. I think 50,000 is a reasonable yearly salary.
right? It's always good to, have around the average expectations, average to know, and rest is up to your skills, I would say.
But this is actually because in Germany, you may heard about this. We have lots of tax to pay, and the insurance and things. But so if we do not need to pay anything anymore if we go to doctors, if we're sick, for example, and this is like for free, and we do not need to pay for the highway actually, and also the companies usually give the employees like 30 days paid holidays, and legally at least they need to grant the 24 days per year paid holidays, and but the companies you usually receive more than that.
That's quite interesting. And you adding on to that, one of our participants also wants to know that Germany is usually related to mechanical engineering. They feel that it has a good job opportunities, good market for mechanical. So how good is Germany for data science?
Because this is actually I think I won't say it's completely wrong, but Germany is always famous for mechanical engineering. But you should not forget about these companies. Okay, and so these also automotive companies, they need business people so that the companies can run. So these companies won't exist only with engineers. Okay, and also now with this is like we are living in the digital days, and so this is why also the business people and also the students with other backgrounds like finance and also data analysis can also get a great job opportunities in Germany, because it's not only the machinery and mechanical engineering industry in Germany.
Okay, that's quite interesting. I think one more question, as you have as you have mentioned about the taxes. So there are a lot of taxes being deducted, for the percentage and the benefits also. If you can mention that, the German people are able to avail because they pay these taxes.
The tax, and it depends on the marriage status. If you're single, if you are married, if you have children. So who pay the most of tax? So the singles, so with no children, of course. And it depends on how much you make. The more you make, the more tax you pay. So the highest level, I think, is nearly 40%. It's scary, I know.
Right. But I think at the end, they are people are able to make the most out of it by the living style, the quality of life that they are having over there.
Yes, and I think I need to mention about the job opportunities, the visa situation for the students. Okay, the international students are firstly allowed to work during the studies. They can work maximally 20 hours per week during the semesters. And during the semester breaks, they can work more, altogether 120 days or 240 half days. And international students, very important, and they will receive a stay back visa. So this is called job searching visa after graduation, and up to 18 months. During these 18 months, you have direct access to job market. That means you can do any kind of job during these 18 months. Okay, if you manage to find a job corresponds to your qualification within these 18 months, you can apply for either a blue card or the German resident permit for the next part of your stay. Okay, and this requires the so-called job permission, and these if you can be granted with a job permission depends on, firstly, what kind of job you are doing. So because if you study master program, you cannot do waitressing in a restaurant, so you won't get a job permission for that. Okay, and so you need to find a job that corresponds to your qualification with a reasonable salary, and then you will be granted with a job permission and the resident permit after 2 years. After 2 years, so you need to pay for the rental insurance for altogether 2 years, 24 months. Then you can apply for a permanent resident permit for Germany. Okay, so 2 years. And so that is the visa issues for the stay.
Right. So I think that answers a lot of query for our learners who are seeking out opportunities about settlement in Germany and when they can become a citizen. Right? Okay, one quick last question. Sorry. Now, one quick last question from you. If you can just let us know about how many gap years are accepted.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
That's good. Okay, so also gap, as there was COVID, we are not just want to understand not just the education gap. If there is also, medical gaps, are they also accepted?
These are accepted, yes.
I think that answers most of our queries related to ISM, and it was really great to have the presentation, this extensive discussion from you and learning from you.
Great, thank you, Bhumika. And so I think this for you, and if you have queries, questions, you do not be hesitate to contact with upGrad, and or contact us directly. We will be answering questions. And yes, so I wish you a nice evening.
To you, and thanks to all our participants for joining in and being so active during the sessions, asking so many questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you.